representatives of international organizations and businessmen in recognition of their outstanding contributions for the promotion of relations between Pakistan and the respective countries. A high-profile committee of experts comprising of members from trade, bureaucracy, academia and media nominated and confirmed these awards to today's honorable recipient of Global Ambassador Awards. This award ceremony is organized by Diplomatic Insight in collaboration with our worthy partners, Marshall Trading Company, Wooper Private Limited, Tabani Group of Companies, Mohsin & Co., Islamabad Golf City, Idea Tech Islamabad. We are honored to have Faisal Javed, Chairman, Senate Standing Committee on Information and Broadcasting, as chief guest for today's ceremony. I would like to request all of you to switch your mobile phones or put them on silent so that we may proceed without interruption. And now I would like to invite Faisal Javed, Chairman, Senate Standing Committee on Information and Broadcasting, for the welcoming remarks.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने मुझे जल्दी बुला लिया। Thank you very much. I'll speak in English because though many of you have done great public diplomacy, so you know Urdu as well, I suppose, and I am pretty confident. But some of you probably they're new here that get to know English, Urdu very quickly and very easily. I'm really sorry. I was on time, and I'm glad that the event also started not that late, but there is an emergency meeting called by Prime Minister of Pakistan, so I need to rush. I'll get to meet you in detail later on as well. But seriously, it really is a great idea for the host. I would like to congratulate them for doing this, and they've been doing it since 2014, I heard. It's important for two things. One is that, Pakistan has many missions abroad, so what's their role is the fundamental question. First of all, their role in their particular countries where they are is to be in touch with the diaspora over there. So we do understand that your role here is to sort of play a role for your country, but at the same time, it's good to know that the the level of connectivity that you have with the Pakistani people, with their culture, and I have seen some of you leaving this country crying and having tears in their eyes for not willing to leave Pakistan, and they were so localized in a manner that they started loving everything about Pakistan. So they didn't really want to leave. So it really is an emotional call, the hospitality that Pakistani people show. Sometimes it forces you to connect more emotionally with this country. So that is one part. The second part is a request from all of you, is that you see, we don't say that we need to showcase the positive image of Pakistan, or we don't want to say this, that we want to showcase the soft image of Pakistan. No, not at all. What we want to showcase is the real image of Pakistan, which is positive. So that is what we need to do. And together we can. I mean, seriously, it really is a huge concern that we need to sort of eliminate misconceptions about Pakistan outside Pakistan. So that is one area where it's a request that we'll be needing your support, and how can we sort of connect with your people from here, and especially people-to-people connection is extremely important. Our people connecting with your people, and forming a great bond. Nothing can beat that. Governments will come, will change, political parties will come and change, but people remain the same. So it's that connectivity is really, really important. One is office-to-office contact, but people-to-people contact is far more powerful than any other contact, and that really helps in building relationship with any two countries, between any two countries. So that is one request. When we enhance this people-to-people contact, it helps both of us. both the countries involved. So this award, and I'm sure all deserving candidates are here who have done a great public diplomacy over the years, and wish you all the best. And one more thing in the end, that the new government in Pakistan is not new now, though we still think it's new, versus the 30 years of previous governments. It is new. But I tell you what, we talk about different deficits, financial deficits and all that. We've been talking about those. But there was one big deficit that is not there anymore, and that was the trust deficit, the credibility of a leader. So in Imran Khan, we have that people trust him. And that's the reason why we are attracting more and more foreign investments into Pakistan. And so that's one area we really need to work aggressively. I understand the fact that because of the COVID time, it was very difficult. I mean, whole world had sort of shut down. But now, after COVID, things are improving day by day, and traveling has also started. Though I'm just got out my jet lag though, but still, now is the time to sort of showcase the real potential of Pakistan to the world. Thank you very much.
Mr. Faisal Javed, thank you so much for your welcoming remarks. And let me announce the first recipient of Global Awards 2021. And we would announce them in country-wise alphabetic order. And I would read out the profile of the recipients of the awards also. And after that, I will like to request the recipient of the awards to come on stage. So I would like to start with His Excellency, Mr. Hamid Abbas Lafta, Ambassador of Republic of Iraq. Having a master's degree in political science, Ambassador Lafta joined the Foreign Service in 2006, and since then he has proved to be one of the most incredible and well-decorated diplomats Iraq ever had. In 2006 till 2007, he was appointed as diplomat in the Department of Neighboring Countries in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Later on, he worked as consul at the Iraqi mission in Tehran. Ambassador Lafta also served as Associate Dean of the Foreign Service Institute, Head of Political Section at Iraqi Mission in Tehran, and charged the affairs of the Iraqi Embassy in Tehran. It must not go without saying that Ambassador Lafta has worked incredibly for enhanced Iraq-Pakistan cooperation in tourism, cultural, economic, and military and other fields. Due to his flawless diplomacy, Pakistan and Iraq signed MOUs in the field of investment, tourism cooperation, cultural cooperation, air transport. Lastly, it was his efforts that Pakistani officials, including Minister of Defense, Production, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Chairman Joint Chief of Staff Committee, visited Iraq, with more coming in the near future. As a result of his outstanding contributions towards building strong ties between Pakistan and Iraq, on behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to Excellency Ambassador of Iraq. And for that, I would like to invite Mr. Faisal Javed, along with Ms. Farah, to do the honors. Thank you so much, Excellency. And now I would like to talk about Ambassador of Morocco, His Excellency, Mr. Mohammed Karmoun, serving for more than 4 decades in the Foreign Services of Morocco. His Excellency, Mr. Mohammed Karmoun, is one of the senior-most and well-versed diplomats the land of Morocco ever had. He got his bachelor's degree in political sciences, University, in 1980 and Morocco, and went to the National Institute of Legal Studies, Rabat, in 1984. The ambassador keeps himself highly engaged in the Pak-Morocco Friendship Group of Senate and Engage Africa Policy Initiative for the purpose of deepening bilateral relations, including political, economic, commercial, cultural, educational exchanges, security, and defense. As a result of his outstanding work and contributions towards building stronger ties between Pakistan and Morocco, on behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to Excellency Ambassador of Morocco.
No more COVID, okay?
Thank you so much, Excellency. And now I would like to talk about Ambassador of Romania, His Excellency, Mr. Nicola Goia, keeping a diplomatic career of more than 40 years. His Excellency, Mr. Nicola, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Pakistan, is one of the well-schooled diplomats serving for peace and harmony of the global society. His tireless efforts for making Romania and its culture better understood in Pakistan are beyond appreciation. Having been served Romania in various international headquarters and in Yemen, Iraq, Japan, United Arab Emirates, and now in Pakistan. As a result of his outstanding contribution towards building stronger ties between Pakistan and Romania, on behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to Excellency Ambassador of Romania. Thank you so much, Excellency. And now moving further, now I would like to talk about Ambassador of Somalia, Her Excellency Mrs. Khadija Mohammed Al Makhzoumi. Her Excellency Mrs. Khadija Mohammed Al Makhzoumi, Ambassador to Pakistan, is the real face of true women empowerment, representing the Federal Republic of Somalia at the international arena. Being a young and energetic diplomat, Ambassador Khadija is one of the most mindful diplomats that Somaliland has ever produced. She joined the Somalian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 2008. Owning such a brilliant career, her contributions to Pakistan are remarkable. During her tenure in Pakistan, ministerial meetings were held for the first time. Along with it, the first time a Grand Somali student's graduation ceremony was held in Pakistan. Thank you so much for that. As a result of her outstanding contribution towards building stronger ties between Pakistan and Somalia, I would like to request Ms. Khadija to come over the stage. And now I would like to request all the excellencies to come on the stage once again to have a group photo with Mr. Faisal Javed. Now I would like to request Mr. Faisal Javed to come over the stage and Mr. Asif Noor and Ms. Farad Asif to hand over the souvenir. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to call upon stage Ms. Farad Asif, Chairperson, Diplomatic Insight, for her welcoming remarks.
Thank you so much, Excellencies, Ambassadors, my dear friends, my partners, for this entire journey that over the past 13 years that we've been envisioning, we've been dreaming for the, as young people, when we started off, I called on a fine September evening to one of my senior colleagues, and I asked him, I am starting publishing a magazine for connecting the diplomatic community to the people of Pakistan. So he said, this is impossible for us, you're too young to start this thing. And what happened that I came back to Islamabad, I was there at home, and I began and published our first magazine at that time in 2008 December, and I came back and I published our first magazine issue, and I sent that copy to that senior colleague of mine with the letterhead saying, please find enclosed impossible. And the call that he gave to me, he said that when you start an impossible, that impossible continues. And for the past 13 years, this impossible is still here. And we are standing before you as an impossible, as a dream that we saw to connect Pakistan's tremendous talent to the people who are representing different countries based here in Pakistan. And Excellencies, with the support from all the diplomatic community based here in Pakistan, and of course the training, the learning over the past many years that we have got, is that we are currently transformed ourselves into a group, Diplomatic Insight Group, which include, of course, the Diplomatic Insight magazine, which is a media, communication, public diplomacy magazine, and we are covering not only the diplomatic missions, ambassadors' activities, putting the spotlight on the work that they are doing on behalf of their countries, not only in Pakistan, but we are now putting our footprints at the global stage also, where we are also covering all the diplomatic missions at the global scale as well. So Diplomatic Insight is transformed into a digital magazine as well. We are covering daily news from the missions, covering important activities of the countries, sharing foreign policy insights, and daily on our digital transformed magazine. Then second, again, Institute of Peace and Diplomatic Studies, which we call that institute not a think tank. We say that we not only think, but it's a do tank. It's not only thinking of how the things are going on around us, but also how things should be done and taking the things forward, not only research, but also making all the foreign policy or the policy dimension into practical steps as well. Second is our third part of the company is called Global News Pakistan, which is a translation news agency. It's translating the news from different languages into, for example, the local language, so that, there's when we begin our journey, we thought, why not? It's always a peace through informed dialogue. It is always that when we understand others' language, then we'll have the more knowledge. So translation news agency, and the third is Belt and Road Consultants Private Limited. It's a trading company. We are building that to connect to the global trading, Pakistan's global trade market, trade entrepreneurs to the global trade market. The Global Ambassador Award has been initiated for looking at the ambassadors over all these years and looking at them that they have been doing tremendous work for building their country's relations with Pakistan. And of course, this is a small, humble tribute that we offer to ambassadors, because this small souvenir does never match the amount of the work that you all are doing for your countries and for Pakistan. And of course, this all depends on when we confirm this award to us, the ambassador. It all depends that how that ambassador, it's a prerogative of the ambassador to receive that award as well. It is also to share with you that this is a regular feature, not once, but it's an annual feature that we'll continue doing in coming years, and this is our 4th one, and inshallah we'll continue to do that. And today this is such a great occasion that we also want to launch our, it's called Diplo TV, focusing directly on ambassadors, diplomats, head of the international organization, and people working in those missions to have their own channel where they can project their countries, and it's a public diplomacy, diplomatic TV, and this is revealing of its logo today. So we'll continue building that dream to not only impossible. Sometimes I get always encouraged by all these, somebody who said you can't do it, but you can do it, and then do it on so regularly that you can be proud of yourself. So this Diplo TV will be focusing on using the digital medium and having our own channel where we can, project the, work of the ambassadors at such a platform as well. So this is this entire process, this ceremony has been the joint work of my worthy partners, my colleagues, and of course I'm so grateful that all those people who had been tirelessly working to make this ceremony possible. And of course, and I'm so grateful and honored that many of the galaxy of ambassadors and diplomats from different countries are present here. I'm so honored for your presence, and of course many others, and I hope that you'll enjoy, and we'll continue working in collaboration with each one of other that we'll present not only your country's image here in Pakistan, but of course our image in your countries as well. Thank you so much, Excellency.
As we proceed further, I would like to make it clear that Mr. Farooq Habib was also invited here at the event, and he's a little bit occupied with the traffic, so he'll be reaching here in time. And I would like to proceed further. Now I would like to talk about first Her Excellency Ambassador of EU, Androulla Kaminara. Androulla Kaminara, an experienced and well-decorated European Union official with a career of over 2 decades in the European Commission and the European External Action Service, currently serving as an ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary of the European Union to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan since 2019. She is born and raised in Cyprus with having Greek and British nationalities. Ambassador Kaminara has served at various important positions within the EU. For instance, as Directorate Generals of the European Commission dealing with technology, communications, development cooperation, international relations, humanitarian aid. With such background, Her Excellency Androulla Kaminara's presence in Pakistan is priceless. Since 2019, under the leadership of Her Excellency Androulla Kaminara, the cooperation of the Government of Pakistan with the EU has touched new skies. From close cooperation with Secretary EAD since 2019 to 5 financing agreements in 2021, 2020 and 2021 worth euro 140 million have been signed to improve the bilateral relations between Pakistan and European Union. Lastly, we must not leave without saying that since 2021, Ambassador Androulla Kaminara is the chair of the Pakistan chapter of the core group SSAR. She is spearheading policies and dialogues for resilience building measures for Afghan refugees in Pakistan. As a result of her outstanding contribution towards building Pakistan and European Union stronger relations, I would like to request Her Excellency to come over the stage. And I also like to request Ms. Farad Asif and to present the award to the Excellency.
Excellency, we are waiting for
Mr. Farooq Habib. He's on his way, but meanwhile, they're going to give you the award.
We're thinking that why not we can wait for.
So initiate to keep it going.
All right.
He's just in.
I will come back.
Thank you.
Do you want me to go with her? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna nominate all the ambassadors who will be awarded here, and meanwhile we will wait for Mr. Farooq Habib, and I will announce once he's here. Right now,
So only give the names.
All right, sure. Now, Ambassador Spain is also sitting here, and I would like to talk about his untiring efforts to build close cooperation between Pakistan and Spain. Pursuing a degree in law from the University of Madrid, the incumbent ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Ambassador Manuel Turan, became a career diplomat in 1992. Having a diplomatic experience of over 29 years and a well-decorated career, Ambassador is one of the most renowned names in diplomacy and international affairs. He has served 29 years in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, European Union, Cooperation of the Kingdom of Spain in different departments. In his diplomatic career, Ambassador Manuel has always preferred enhancing bilateral ties between nations. During the last 3 years, he has concentrated his efforts on increasing the presence of Spanish companies in Pakistan, also in bettering the bilateral trade between Pakistan and Spain. Lastly, he has recently promoted and celebrated the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Pakistan and Spain on a grand scale, and to convey the message of peace, friendship and cooperation between the people and government of both Spain and Pakistan. Thank you, Excellency. Mohammad Matahir al-Shabi, the ambassador to Pakistan, is a well-served diplomat and a peace lover. Having got his degree in combined economics and political sciences from Sana University in Yemen in June 1985, he's been serving foreign services for decades, and his experience in international relations and diplomacy is second to none. Currently, Ambassador Mohammad Matahir al-Shabi serves as ambassador to Pakistan and also to the Republic of Kazakhstan, Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, and the Republic of Maldives. During his days at office, he has attended various international conferences and seminars, including the United Nations 50th and 57th General Assembly sessions. Along with it, he has served as a lecturer of economic diplomacy at the Diplomatic Institute of Yemen in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other academia institutions. In Pakistan, he worked for and signed the MOU of Yemen's accession to COMSAT and follow-up issues and strengthening relations between Yemen and COMSTEC. He promoted and strengthened relations between Yemen and International Center for Chemical and Biological Sciences. As a result of his outstanding contributions, we would like to give, on behalf of people of Pakistan, an award to Excellency, Ambassador of Yemen. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for your untiring efforts. And now I would like to talk about Dr. Palita Mahipala, WHO representative and head of mission in Pakistan. Before stepping into Pakistan, Dr. Mahipala has served as coordinator of non-communicable diseases and environmental health in the WHO Southeast Asia region, Director General of Health Services and Additional Secretary, Ministry of Health and Sri Lanka. He graduated from the Faculty of Medicine in 1983. Dr. Mahipala has made significant contributions in the field of science and medicine. His academic career is as decorated as his professional career. Dr. Mahipala is one of the most decorated country heads of WHO that ever stepped in Pakistan. During his tenure in Pakistan, his efforts cannot go unnoticed. In April 2019, he has organized a global expert team comprising of WHO headquarters, CDC, and other renowned expert networks, 12 in numbers, to investigate the Larkana HIV outbreak in Sindh province. Also, during COVID-19, he supported the government of Pakistan to build a comprehensive strategy and started a special campaign called Wear a Mask to Protect Pakistan, and mobilized nearly $20 million to support these activities. Made donations to the government, such as 40 ambulances, 32 PCR machines, millions of personal equipment, 200 motorbikes, and he also responded well to disasters like the earthquake in Mirpur, floods in Sindh province, and many more. Thank you so much for your services, Ambassador. And on the behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to representative of World Health Organization. As Mr. Mahipala is currently traveling, so on his behalf, Mr. Akram from WHO will receive the award. Now I would like to talk about the category would be changing, and it's the Pakistan's former ambassador. So I would like to talk about Ambassador Masood Khalid, the longest serving ambassador of Pakistan to China. Retiring after an illustrious career spanning 4 decades in the Foreign Service of Pakistan, Honorable Ambassador Masood Khalid is the longest-serving ambassador of Pakistan to China. He is a well-trained career diplomat. Ambassador Masood Khalid joined the Foreign Service of Pakistan in 1979, serving for more than 4 decades. Ambassador Masood Khalid is one of the most decorated and well-versed diplomats that Pakistan has ever produced. He was appointed as ambassador to China in January 2013, following his assignments in South Korea and Malaysia. Along with it, as ambassador to China, Mr. Masood Khan made an invaluable contribution to the strengthening of Pakistan-China relations. During his tenure, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor was conceived, launched, and consolidated. It was due to his untiring efforts with the government of People's Republic of China and the government of Islamic Republic of Pakistan that CPEC is touching the new heights of success. Through his diplomatic career, wherever he served, he left an indelible impression. Ambassador Khalid showed us how to serve Pakistan with dignity, passion, hard work, and how despite all odds, we can all make a difference and make a valuable contribution to Pakistan. As a result of his outstanding contributions towards building stronger ties between Pakistan and different countries of the world, on behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to Excellency Ambassador Khalid Masood. And now I would like to talk about the Honorary Consulars. Honorary Consul General of Moldova, Mr. Mia Mahmoudul Hassan, an expert in international trade and commerce, with an incline towards peace and development. Graduating from Haley College of Commerce in Lahore and holding a diploma in organizational behavior from the London School of Economics, Mr. Mahmoudul Hassan has more than 30 years of experience in the international trade and commerce arena. Along with it, he has served as the president of Pak Saudi from 2012 to 2013. Afterwards, he was appointed First Honorary Consul General of the Republic of Moldova in Pakistan in September 2013. Being in Pakistan, he has worked to enhance business and trade cooperation between the two brotherly nations of Moldova and Pakistan. It was his efforts and enthusiasm that he successfully organized the first formal business and cultural exchanges between the two countries through Moldova-Pakistan Business Forum in 2016. As a result of his outstanding work, on behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to Excellency Consul General of Moldova to Pakistan. Thank you so much for your untiring efforts. As we proceed further, I would like to talk about the category of outstanding diplomat. And if we talk about outstanding diplomat, how cannot we talk about Dr. Gu? So owning a PhD in agronomy in 2012 from Hainan University, China, with a major in plant molecular genetics, Dr. Gu is a perfect person to be the Agriculture Commissioner at the Embassy of People's Republic of China in Pakistan. Initially, he served as researcher at the Chinese Academy of Tropical Agriculture Sciences from 2012 July to 2019 December, and then from 2019 December to date, he is the Agricultural Commissioner at the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. In Pakistan, he has worked for the Agriculture Exchange and Cooperation, and he is the man responsible for Pakistan-China Agriculture Cooperation between the two governments, promoting close ties, including chambers of commerce, research institutes, and business groups, and implementing agriculture cooperation projects under the CPEC. In the end, his efforts for facilitating agriculture investment cooperation must not be left unnoticed. He has worked days in and out for building the China-Pakistan Agriculture and Industrial Cooperation Information Platform to facilitate bilateral investment in the agriculture sector. Thank you so much for your untiring efforts. As a result of his outstanding contributions, on behalf of people of Pakistan, we would like to give award to Mr. Gu. Thank you so much. Dilyara, a very young energetic diplomat acquiring education from the Kazakh Institute of Management and Economic Forecasting, and then from University of Turan, Astana joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Kazakhstan in 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest of the ceremony is here, Mr. Farooq Habib. So I would like to Mr. Farooq Habib to come over the stage to give the awards to the ambassadors. I would like to invite Ms. Angela Kamanara. Thank you so much, Excellency. Now I would like to invite Ambassador of Spain, Manuel Duran. Thank you so much, Excellency. Now I would like to invite Ambassador of Yemen to come over at the stage. Now I would like to invite Dr. Mahipala. On behalf of him, I would like to invite Mr. Akram from WHO organization. And now I would like to request Ambassador Masood Khalid to come over at the stage. Now I would like to invite Consul General of Moldova, Mr. Mia Mahmoud Al Hassan.
Now I would like to request Mr. Gu to come over at the stage. Dr. Gu Wenlian, thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Mr. Zhang Baozong, the CEO, Chairman, China Overseas Port Holding Company, and from serving as a visiting professor, Central South University of Forestry and Technology, to being the CEO, Chairman of China Overseas Port Holding Company. And Mr. Zhang worked for the Women Development Center and Goat Farm. These initiatives are a source of income to more than 20 needy families of Gwadar. Thank you so much for your untiring efforts. I would like to invite Mr. Zhang on stage. He's not here? All right. On behalf of him, I would like to invite Mr. Majid Isa Baloch. Thank you so much. And now I would like to talk about Mr. Ahmed Loan, Director, Loan Group Co. At an age where people struggle to find the right formula for success, Mr. Ahmed Loan achieved remarkably well, along with being the young businessman from Gujranwala. I would like to invite Mr. Ahmed Loan at the stage. Mr. Amalone, thank you so much. And as we proceed further, I would like to invite Mr. Yasser Rafiq, CEO of Prime Paper Product. Joining the business in 2009, Mr. Yasser Rafiq has achieved remarkably well in the field of printing, box making and packaging. He is running one of the most successful printing and packaging corporations in Pakistan.
Has achieved remarkably well in the field of printing, box making and packaging. He is running one of the most successful printing and packaging corporations in Pakistan.
Thank you everyone for being patient, and thank you to all the recipients and excellencies. Now I would like to request Mr. Farooq Habib, Minister of State for Information Broadcasting, for his remarks on this important occasion.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to thank Group Lead Diplomatic Inside Group, Mr. Asif Noor and his team. And I would like to acknowledge all the excellencies here who are contributing and doing great work, creating bond between Pakistan and their respective countries. And it's an honor for me here to be the part of this award ceremony. I will not take too much of your time. Justly, you all know about Pakistan and Pakistan's contribution and Pakistan relationship with the world. Currently, the biggest challenge the whole world is facing is the pandemic COVID-19. And all you know about how this pandemic changed the life of the whole world, and all the things have been changed, and the Pakistan, how Pakistan tackled this pandemic, and rest of the world facing its effects. And the Pakistan, the population of 220 million people, and more than 40% people under poverty line. It was not easy to handle COVID and its effects. So Pakistan faced it, and we have took measures, and we have vaccinated more than our 100 million population. And one of the a famous known magazine economist declared Pakistan is on the top of the ranked countries which have become to the normalcy index. So the whole world is collectively facing and tackling this pandemic. And on the other side, another challenges are global warming. And I would like to talk about the red alert, which is issued by UN. And the next 10 years will be, a big challenge for the whole world about global warming. And Pakistan is, and our Prime Minister is taking measures about the green initiative, our 10 billion tsunami, which is acknowledged by the world leaders and world forums. And Pakistan is very much actively joining hands with the whole world to cope with this challenge. And I hope we will collectively deal with this challenge. And Pakistan is a peace-loving country, all and you have seen Pakistan role in Afghanistan and evacuating people after the withdrawal of US forces from Afghanistan. And Pakistan is also providing human assistance to Afghanistan, and the whole world should look after the Afghanis and see their plight and see their conditions and come forward to help them to prevent from a humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan. And again, I would like to thank Mr. Asif Noor and his team, the Diplomatic Insight Group, for inviting me here. Everyone, enjoy your tea and enjoy this beautiful evening. Thank you very much.
Mr. Farooq Habib, thank you so much for your welcoming remarks. As we proceed further, I would like to highlight once again, this awards ceremony is organized by Diplomatic Insight in collaboration with our worthy partners, Marshall Trading Company, Vupul Private Limited, the Bani Group of Companies, Mohsin & Co., Islamabad Golf City, Idea Tech, Islamabad. Now, I would like to request Mr. Asif Noor and Ms. Farhat Asif to hand over the souvenir to Mr. Farooq Habib. Now, I would like to request recipients of these awards, Honorable Chief Guests, to have a group photo, please. Global Award Ceremony today, and you were being nominated, and you are awarded for your extraordinary work for building, close cooperation between the two countries. How do you feel about it?
I'm absolutely honored and I'm thrilled to have received this prize. I think any ambassador that is recognized for what they have done will be happy. I am extraordinarily happy because this is a country that I've enjoyed living in and I have come to love. I think I'm half Pakistani by now. So just to be recognized for doing that, it's an absolute honor and pleasure for me.
Excellency, how do you feel about our country, Pakistan?
It is such a fantastic country with beautiful places to see, but more than anything else, I like the warmth of the people. I have been honored to have Pakistani friends and to have met people from all walks of life, brilliant people, and this is what I will always carry with me.
One word for Pakistan.
Zindabad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Excellency, it's the fourth edition of Global Awards Ceremony and you are being awarded. How do you feel about it?
Very great. It's amazing. It's first time attending and I'll be awarded. It's feelings amazing and hopefully looking forward every year to be done it and to be awarded for the great people doing great things in Pakistan.
How do you feel about Pakistan?
Pakistan, I feel like it's my second home, and I feel like I'm still my home. It's the same cultural thing and getting on with people of Pakistan, with government of Pakistan. So it's amazing staying in Pakistan, and I'm enjoying every day.
One word for Pakistan.
One word for Pakistan. I'll say Allah protect Pakistan and always seeing every year succeeding and achievement in great things.
Thank you so much for your kind
My
words.
pleasure.
It's the fourth edition of Global Awards Ceremony today and you are being awarded. So how do you feel about it?
You feel when you are awarded anything, you feel great, and I would like to thank the diplomatic insight and also and their sponsors also for organizing this event and the ceremony for the awarding this to the foreign diplomats in
How do you
Pakistan.
feel about Pakistan?
Oh, Pakistan is a great country, as I always say, and it is whatever is portrayed. That's what I said before, and I'm still saying and emphasizing that whatever is portrayed about Pakistan in the West is not what we are experiencing in Pakistan. It's a great country, secure country, and great and hospitable people.
One word for Pakistan. One word for Pakistan that comes to your mind.
Yeah, one word: the development, prosperity, peace, and security.
Thank you so much for your kind. So, Excellency is the fourth edition of the Global Awards Ceremony, and you are being awarded. How do you feel about it?
Well, I feel happy. Thank you very much for the committee and for the organizers for this award, and that's a privilege of mine to be nominated for this award. That is, of course, it's addition to my what do you call it, my profile.
Wonderful. How do you feel about Pakistan?
Pakistan is a great country, and people are great, and you are one of them.
Thank you so much, Excellency. One word for Pakistan.
One, Pakistan, Zindabad.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Fourth edition of Global Awards Ceremony, and you are being awarded. So, how do you feel about it?
Well, naturally, I feel good about it, but I'm grateful to the Diplomatic Insight Group also and Mr. Asif Noor and his team, first of all, for organizing this event, in a befitting manner, and also, very humble contribution which has been made by diplomats here in Pakistan, and I think it was a good initiative to acknowledge their contribution because it's very important from Pakistan's point of view that we promote such bonds and we promote such connectivity so as to explain and project our narrative. Pakistan needs to really sort of market itself, and this kind of forum is important. I was also given an award.
Yeah.
I served in China for quite long time, actually 6.5 years, and During my time, it just so happened I was a public functionary, civil service, civil servant, doing what the government mandates me to do. But it just so happened that CPAC was launched during my time, so at least I was fully involved in the formative phase of CPAC, the first phase, the early harvest part. And then another thing which I want to mention, just for your information, that during my time there were about 14 visits at the level of presidents and prime ministers from both sides, including the visit of President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Keqiang and our leaders to China. But the things picked up, and I'm so glad that now CPAC has also made good progress, and hopefully, inshallah, our relationship with China is extremely important and time tested. So we hope that we'll make more progress. But once again, I want to thank the Diplomatic Insight Group for giving me this honor and also providing this forum for connectivity between us and the foreign diplomats here.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
very
your
much.
kind words.
Good luck. Thank you.
Okay. So, sir, it's like the fourth edition of Global Award Ceremony today, and you're being awarded. So, how do you feel about it?
Actually, I'm very excited because last 10 years I'm representing Republic of Moldova in Pakistan, and we have done a lot of good milestone to enhance the bilateral trade between Pakistan and Moldova. And Moldova is a very nice country, and where the Pakistani have opportunity to establish the IT sector and agriculture sector and the textile sector.
What are the current policies are we working on, to strengthen the business or trade cooperation between Moldova and Pakistan?
The policies are very liberal, and especially in the IT sector, a lot of Pakistanis are moving the new starters. They want to establish their own business houses rather than Europe. The Eastern Europe is very cheap, and that's why I personally request all the youngsters to go and join the economic revolutions of Moldova.
Thank you so much for your kind
Thank
words,
you very
sir.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Be one of the ambassadors receiving this award, and I feel very honored. At the same time, I feel it's a challenge for me to work better in the future for the sake of the relations between Romania and Pakistan. I've been here for quite a long time. It's 5 years now since I've been in Pakistan, and I've been doing my best in order to strengthen, develop, and diversify the relations between Romania and Pakistan in every possible field: economic, political, cultural, sport. And I think that I have had some achievements, but at the same time, it's a lot to work in the future in order to further develop the relations with Pakistani cuisine, and so do I. Pakistani cuisine is very diversified, is full of flavors, full of wonderful dishes.
Do you have any favorite cuisine?
Well, yeah, kebab is my favorite. You can see me. So I'm eating a lot of meat. Meat is my favorite. Biryani, of course. And also there are some dishes which are made of vegetables in Pakistan. I'm in love with Pakistani cuisine, and you can see me. That it's very simple.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Excellency,
Thank you.
for your kind words.
Thank you.
And you are being nominated. So how do you feel about it?
Well, I'm very, very happy. As you can imagine, after 3 years in Pakistan, the fact that the diplomatic community and the think tanks of this country consider that I'm worthy of this award makes me very excited and very happy, of course.
So how do you feel about Pakistan since you have arrived?
Well, after 3 years, I can only say that I want to stay longer. I hope my government will will let me stay for one more year or two, if possible. I love it. I love it. I've been traveling quite a lot. I still have some corners of the country that I have to discover. But I'm enjoying the people, I'm enjoying the country, I enjoy the food. And my work, I love working here. What can I say?
All right, like one word for Pakistan.
One word for Pakistan. Well, right now, the word that comes to my lips is home, because it's my home, so home.
All right. Did you get a chance to try any Pakistani cuisine?
Of course, in 3 years.
Do you have any favorite?
Yes, I think that my favorite is dal. Yeah, the way you prepare. We eat lentils also in Spain. It's one of our main dishes, but the way you prepare it here is totally different, and I like it. Also spinach. Yeah, the way you prepare them is also very special. Palak paneer, yes.
Okay, so I would like to ask you, like, do you have any favorite spots here in Islamabad?
Sports.
Spots like
Sports.
big,
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry, I thought this.
restaurants or something like that.
In Islamabad.
Yeah, in Islamabad.
Well, I cannot say it because then the others will get jealous and I will be scolded. Because we are in the Marriott, I will say that all the restaurants in this hotel are exceptional. I've tried all of them.
So what if I give you an option to choose between English breakfast or Pakistani breakfast?
Pakistani breakfast.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Addition of a global ambassador
Yes.
for Germany, and you've been nominated. How are you feeling about it?
I'm very honored to receive this award, and I think this is like a award to also to our China-Pakistan Agriculture Cooperation, which proves that we have made some like progress in the new stage of CPAC.
Right. How do you feel about Pakistan?
Of course, I like it. I have stayed here for almost 2 years. Maybe next 3 or 4 days, it will be the 2 years anniversary I stayed in Pakistan. And during this time, I haven't get any chance come back to China because of the COVID. But since I was staying here, I found it it's a country with honor and which I think is a very potential in the agricultural sector, which can also benefit to the livelihood and promote the country's economy. So I think our agricultural cooperation between China and Pakistan is very important and will become more bright in the future.
Right. So what would you like to say about the Pakistani cuisine? I'm sure you might have a chance to taste it.
Sorry,
About the Pakistani cuisine.
cuisine.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to try it?
Uh,
Do you have any favorite or?
you mean the food here?
Yeah, food.
I think I may like the kebabs, the barbecues.
Right.
I think which is also I think the beef and and mutton product, which is the most potential in the Chinese market, because the flavor here is very taste, and I really love the food here.
All right. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Thank you.
Feeling about it.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here. Uh, Diplomatic Insight Group has always been very proactive about all these kind of things और मेरा ख्याल है कि ये एक बहुत ज़बरदस्त इनिशिएटिव है क्योंकि आपको हमेशा एक्नॉलेज करना चाहिए कोई भी अच्छी एफर्ट किसी भी सफ़ेयर में हो रही हो और स्पेशली जो आपके डिप्लोमेट्स होते हैं वो मैं समझता हूँ आपका एक अच्छा इमेज लेके जाने के लिए दुनिया भर में एक बहुत बड़ा उनके पास ये काम होता है, एक टास्क होता है और उस चीज़ को ज़रूर एक्नॉलेज करना चाहिए। अनफॉर्चुनेटली मेरा ख्याल है हम सिर्फ एक आधा ऐसा अवार्ड कर रहे हैं, इस तरह के और अवार्ड्स होने चाहिए जहाँ पे हम डिप्लोमेटिक कम्युनिटी को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रमोट करें, उनको एक्नॉलेज करें, उनके टास्क को जो वो हमारे लिए परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं अपने कंट्रीज़ में या ग्लोबली, उसको एक्नॉलेज करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो मेरे ख्याल में बहुत अच्छी और बहुत बड़ी एफर्ट है। I've always been part of these award shows in the past as well और अभी भी मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मैं जो 4th edition हो रहा है उसमें भी आप लोगों के साथ हूँ।
All right. So how do you feel like you're being nominated today? So how do you feel about it?
It's always an honor, I would say, और जैसा मैंने आपको बोला कि एक्नॉलेजमेंट तो हर बंदे को चाहिए और अगर डिप्लोमेटिक इनसाइट ने ये सोचा कि मुझे नॉमिनेट करें अवार्ड के लिए तो मेरे लिए बहुत ऑनर की बात है और ये आपको बेसिकली पुश करती है और चीज़ों को बेहतर करने के लिए। तो इंशाल्लाह हम कोशिश करेंगे कि आगे भी चीज़ों को और अच्छा करें और एज अ पर्सन फ्रॉम बिजनेस कम्युनिटी रिप्रेजेंटिंग गुजरात चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री मैं हमेशा से हमारी कोशिश रहती है कि आदमी अपने लिए तो चीज़ें करता है लेकिन आपको हमेशा बिज़नेस कम्युनिटी के लिए कुछ ना कुछ ज़रूर करते रहना चाहिए। उसके लिए हम कई इनिशिएटिव्स लेते रहते हैं, एक्सपोज में जाते हैं, डेलीगेशंस में जाते हैं और آصف صاحب جو ہیں ان کے ساتھ تو بہت کلوز کولیبوریشن رہتا ہے ہمارا ہمیشہ، اسپیشلی جب بھی ہمیں ڈپلومیٹک سرکلز میں ان کی سپورٹ چاہیے ہوتی ہے پروموٹ کرنے کے لیے بزنس ایکٹیویٹی کو. تو میں سمجھتا ہوں کہ میرے لیے بہت خوشی کی بات ہے کہ مجھے پھر نامینیٹ کیا ڈپلومیٹک انسائٹ نے. آئی ایم ٹرولی آنرڈ.
Also, I would like to ask you, like, what policies are you working on to improve the Pakistan's global business trade?
دیکھیے اس کے لیے سب سے زیادہ ضروری ہوتا ہے کہ آپ کو ایکسپوجر دینا ہے اپنے بزنس مین کو. انفارچونیٹلی یہ ہوتا ہے کہ جو بگ سٹیز ہیں وہاں پہ آپ کے پاس کیونکہ ایکسپوجر زیادہ ہے تو بزنس مین زیادہ سمجھتے ہیں کہ ہمیں ایکسپورٹس کی طرف جانا ہے، پروڈکٹ کو پروموٹ کس طرح کرنا ہے. جس طرح میرا تعلق گوجرانوالہ سے ہے یا اور ہمارے کتنے چیمبرز ہیں جو چھوٹے شہروں میں ہیں، وہاں پہ ضرورت اس بات کی ہے کہ ہم انٹرنیشنل ٹریڈ کو پروموٹ کریں. کیونکہ انٹرنیشنل ٹریڈ صرف آپ کو ایک جو ہے ریونیو جنریٹ کر کے نہیں دے رہی ہوتی ہے، بلکہ آپ کے بزنس مین کو ایک وہ ایکسپوجر دیتی ہے جس سے وہ اپنی پروڈکٹ کو مزید بہتر کرتا ہے، انٹرنیشنل مارکیٹس کے مطابق ان چیزوں کو بناتا ہے، ان نیو ٹرینڈس کو فالو کرتا ہے جو انٹرنیشنلی چل رہے ہوتے ہیں. تو یہی پالیسیز ہم اپنے چیمبر میں بھی فالو کر رہے ہیں. ڈپلومیٹک انسائٹ کے جو ہمارے ساتھ کوآپریشن ہے وہ بھی انہی چیزوں کے اوپر ہے، اور ہم کوشش کرتے ہیں کہ ڈپلومیٹک سرکلز میں بھی اس لیے اپنے آپ کو زیادہ رکھیں تاکہ ہم زیادہ ان کنٹریز کے بارے میں جان سکیں وہاں پہ کیا ہو رہا ہے، اور زیادہ سے زیادہ ڈیلیگیشنز کو اکنامک جو آپ کے بزنس فورمز ہوتے ہیں، بزنس کاؤنسلز ہوتے ہیں، اس میں زیادہ سے زیادہ پارٹیسپیٹ کر سکیں. کیونکہ جتنا ایکسپوجر آپ اپنی بزنس کمیونٹی کو دیں گے اتنا وہ ریفلیکٹ کرے گا آپ کی پروڈکٹس، آپ کی انڈسٹریز اور آپ کی وے آف تھنکنگ کے اوپر.
Also, sir, as you're from Gujranwala, so I would like to know what is the speciality of Gujranwala?
جی گجرانوالہ اس وقت آپ کی جو میٹل ہب ہے پاکستان میں، گجرانوالہ آپ کا 5th لارجسٹ انڈسٹریل سٹی آف پاکستان. It has an export volume. I mean, the goods that are being exported from Gujranwala are worth around $2.5 billion. اور آپ you name it, cookware, sanitary fittings, sanitary ware, tiles, all these major sectors are present in Gujranwala. ہماری کاٹیج انڈسٹری بہت بڑی ہے، اور تقریباً 8,000 کے قریب ایس ایم ایز ہیں، 15,000 کے قریب ہمارے جو ہے کاٹیج انڈسٹریز ہیں، کٹلریز، کوک ویئرز، ہر طرح کی جو میٹل اورینٹیڈ ایز ویل ایز آپ ایون ایگریکلچر کی بات کریں تو جو آپ کی میجر رائس ایکسپورٹس ہیں وہ گجرانوالہ سے ہیں. تو اس لیے یہ بھی ایک امپورٹنٹ میرے لیے بھی ضروری ہے، بلکہ ہم سب کے لیے ضروری ہے کہ ہم ایسے سٹیز میں جن کے پاس اس قدر بڑی پروڈکٹ رینج اویلیبل ہے، جہاں پہ اس قدر بڑی ڈائنامک بزنس کمیونٹی اویلیبل ہے، ان کو پروموٹ کریں، ان کو ایکسپوز کریں انٹرنیشنل مارکیٹ کے اندر تاکہ وہ اپنا ٹرو پوٹینشیل اٹین کر سکیں.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Edition of Global Award Ceremony today, and you are being awarded. So how do you feel about it?
I feel very privileged and very nice because this is my first award.
All right.
And the best part is that they acknowledge the people locally that who have progressed over the time, and especially young people from all over the cities of Pakistan. That's a great effort, and I have enjoyed myself, and I feel lucky to be here.
So what are the policies you're working on to improve, business and trade?
I am actually into paperboard manufacturing, and we actually do work locally, but we have kept the standards internationally so that people don't have to import the product. They can buy simply directly from us. So that's the edge we are giving to people in Pakistan and local buyers.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Thank you.